Monday, April 29th. We're very close to being another month done with this. Another month full of questions. Done. I have something in my eye. Maybe. I think it's my eye. I think I have my eye in my eye. Maybe. You think? I don't know. Maybe. So, I'm doing laundry. I have an hour. It's in the dryer, so as long as I can maybe stay awake for an hour and then go get it. But on the way out, or when I came back, I guess, or maybe when I left. I don't know. At some point, when I came in, I was lucky enough the wasp was not in its nest, so I knocked it down. And one of the next times I was out there, I think I might have knocked it down when I was taking my laundry, and when I came back, he was already like over here buzzing around looking for it or something. I don't know, but at one point he was out there, like looking. He's like, "What the fuck, man? Where's my house?" It's like, you don't need to be making your house right above my door, boo. Like, bruh, don't do bruh. But anyway, so maybe he'll go make a nest somewhere else and not right at my front fucking door. But, I mean, he was pretty dormant, I guess. He was pretty much up there, like, I guess sleeping all the time. Do wasps sleep? I don't know. I was going to spray him, so this way was much better because, you know, he can just go make his nest somewhere else, far away from my door. It's not the death of him. Yet. Let's see what happens on a return trip. But anyway, it's still waterlogged. I don't know about back there, but yeah, I wasn't really sure when I showed up to Parks and Rec today. I'm like, of course, well, I overslept. I was there like half an hour late. But Charles was out mowing. He ended up getting stuck. We ended up like going out to get him unstuck from the ditch that he was in. Because I was like, I was thinking, because they always say something about look for a flat area, you know, because like one of the hills or something you could slide if it's too wet, you know. So it looked like over by the playground. It's like, well, that's flat. I could go mow that, I guess, because it was like the, you know, dandelions had popped up. So I'm like, and some of the grass looked taller. So I'm like, well, I could go mow that, I guess. And there's kind of like this hump. Like the playground is over here on this side. And like there's like the bathrooms and another pavilion over here, kind of a little grassy area. But there's kind of this little hump in between the two of them. And I started to go toward the playground because no one was at the playground, so I thought, well, I can, you know, mow this right now while nobody's here. But then I saw a puddle over in the one section, so I was like, well, this is probably too wet to mow. So I kind of mowed down the top of the little hump, and I saw a giant puddle on this side the bottom of the other side of the hump. So I was like, well, I guess I can't mow this either. So I just kind of mowed the top of the hump. I went up on the hill to see if there was like anything I could mow up there, but it's kind of like, well, I don't know if I should, because, you know, they talk about finding a flat area. That's what they were saying the other day, because then it's like you might slide whatever. And it's like, maybe I'll just go back to the shop. So I just went back to the shop, and I started to do something. I don't know. I think I kind of started to clean up the. I'd left the rollers and the paint and stuff from painting the walls and the steps at the pickleball court, and I think that's about the time that Rhett and Riley got back. So then it was kind of like they were gonna they were gonna spread. They were gonna go spread some. They had to go pick it up first. So that's what I helped Riley with, was picking up 10 bags of the, I don't know, something to do with the ball field. They're having a ball game tonight, apparently, even though we were I guess it's stuff that's supposed to like soak up the water, soak up the moisture, whatever, but the ball field is still like, parts of it are just still so fucking muddy that it's like, and it's clay, like, it's like not drying, especially the parts that are in the shade, which is like the home plate and the front of it. So this stuff that we spread on there wasn't really doing much of anything, really, or they don't think it's going to do much of anything. But we were grabbing the bags of whatever that stuff was while Rhett was trying to get Charles out of the ditch, and he did get Charles out of the ditch, so Charles was safe. I guess he continued to mow out there, found a different place to mow or something. I don't know where he went exactly, but the oh, I probably can't find it. The soccer field that we usually mow. Somebody posted a picture of it on Facebook in the local group, if I can find it. That it's like half underwater, and apparently Rhett was telling me that they closed it today, or well, I don't know if it was today or at what point they closed it. There it is, maybe. I think this is the post where he showed the soccer field. Yeah, there it is. So that's the soccer field. And if you can see way back in there, can I zoom in any closer? No. Like all the water that is in the soccer field. Like that soccer field will trick you. It is so much deeper than you think it is. Like I was walking across it one day, and for some reason I think I was walking across it with a weed eater to like weed eat, here by where's my finger? Where's my finger? There it is. By the little, the goal posts or whatever. I was like, I thought I was never going to fucking get back. I was like, I walked all the way out there to it, but yeah, you can see it's covered in water, so half of it. So, I mean, that's got to be like more than half of that fucking soccer field. Because like there's some of it over here that you can't even see, but there's like more. There's more soccer field over here, and it's got to be underwater too if that's underwater. So, but yeah, this may not look like those trees are back in there very deep, but trust me, they are. It's some kind of fucking optical illusion. Like, those trees are way the fuck back there. It probably looks even closer with all the fucking water there. But yeah, I guess Rhett was telling me that they went and locked it up today because it was a safety hazard because of all the water that was in there. So yeah, I don't know if it has receded since, but yeah, it's like once everything dries, I guess we'll have some mowing to do. But I don't know if Charles found other mowing to do, or I don't know what he did. But we went back and tried to spread that stuff on the ball field. Because Rhett had the little thing, and Riley at first, him and I were trying to do it by hand, just spread it. I guess that's what they had been told to do, was spread it around by hand. But they had the little, I don't know, some kind of cedar or something, where they poured it in and pushed it, and then it went kind of. I think that got Minx's attention. But so they're apparently supposed to have a ball game on that field tonight, like two games on that field. I don't know. They might have to cancel them. Might have to reschedule. Shit. But and then they went to lunch, and I was like, well, I'll just clean the shop, I guess, because that was like, it's like I can't mow. I was gonna do that, but it's like I can't mow. It's like I guess I might, because they apparently had one of the mowers in the shop at one point in one of the bays, because there was a clump of that's what I cleaned up before Rhett and Riley got there. Was they had like some clumps of like stuff that it looked like maybe they'd scraped off the bottom of one of the mowers or something. So kind of there was like these piles of grass. So and then they had a shovel sitting there like they were going to scoop it up or whatever and throw it out. So that's what I went ahead and did, because I'm like, well, might as well get rid of it, I guess. That's what I did. But then it was like I didn't get it all, so I decided to sweep up stuff and take out the rugs and shake them out, and sweep up underneath them, and so get it, do something, I guess, while I waited for them to get back. But That's really about it. So, and now I'm home doing laundry and answering a question, of course, because that's what we're doing here. Now that I've told you about my day, what do you want to learn? Nothing, really. There's nothing. I desire very little. We've discussed this before on other questions. I guess it would kind of be cool to learn sign language, maybe. That would be, because especially with my head injured Aunt Laura, like if she ever gets to where she can't speak and the only way she can is through sign language, that you could, I could still like communicate with her, talk to her, if you know, if I knew sign language. So that's I know very little. I showed Josh a long time ago. I don't know if he's watching these or not. I don't know if he watches any of my videos anymore or whatever. But it's like this is like thank you, and this is I'm sorry when you do like this. So those are the only two things that I know in sign language, and Laura taught me those. But I don't. There's like you do something with your, I don't know. Sometimes she'll spell things out very quickly, and I'm like, I don't know what you just spelled. Sorry, but because I know there's different ways you hold your for sign language. I don't think any of those were gang signs. If they were, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But yeah, so I guess that might be cool to learn, I guess, someday. I've always kind of thought about it. I mean, I guess it would be good to someday learn how to drive. That would probably it's like I can't afford a car. I can't afford a car payment. I can't afford like car insurance. Like I'm getting away with a lot of, expenses, not having expenses, not having a car, not having to fix the car, not having to put gas in the car, not having to put oil in the car, like. But I suppose it would, as my mother gets older, having I assume I'll be helping take care of her, so like driving her around would be, being able to drive would certainly help, unless I move her down here or whatever, and take care of her that way, because we have the old drum bus here. I don't know what exactly its route is, but and of course there's taxis here. There's different services that might not be available back where she is, to get her to like doctor's appointments or something, should she need to in the future, so learning to drive would be beneficial for her benefit, someday, hopefully no day soon, of course, but so those are the only two things that I could think of that would be beneficial to my life, I suppose, that, I could learn. I mean, I could learn any language, I suppose, fucking Klingon, for all I know. Is that, your mother has nice panties, maybe? I don't know. Do Klingons wear panties? I'm going too far. There's a rabbit hole, and I'm about to fall in. Maybe for another day. I don't know. Klingon lingerie? I can't imagine it. Can't imagine it. Aren't they the ones that just like beat each other up? Like, I don't know too much about Star Trek, but don't they get very violent in their sexy times? So I don't know. Probably more slinging insults than They could do. They could just mate at the Waffle House, and then everybody be like, "Hey, there's your show." You know what I mean? But But anyway, yes, sign language and driving would probably be two things that would be beneficial. I could learn any language. I did try to learn German in college because I thought it's like, well, I did so much. I did so much Spanish in high school that I'm like, I'm here. I'm here where there's other opportunities to learn other things. Not that I know any Spanish either. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I learned that from a dog, not a class. So, I don't remember anything from any of my classes, so it's not like I was actually ever going to learn anything. But I was like, well, since, I'm here and I have other opportunities to learn other things other than Spanish, let me try something else. So I thought German. I don't know why I chose German, and I shouldn't have. Because, the teacher just, I don't know if she was close to her tenure, or she did not give a fuck. Like, there was a girl, like, she wasn't teaching us anything. Like, nobody understood anything, and she didn't fucking care. I know at one point she had, like, foot surgery or leg surgery or something. I don't know, so I can't remember if she was out for a while or something. I don't know. But, like, there was one girl in the class that was trying and would, like, go up to her after class and ask questions to try to understand things. And the teacher would just treat her like she was fucking bothering her. Like, class is over, go away, basically. I was kind of like, so I was like, well, I didn't learn anything in German 1, so cause, you have to have so many fucking credit hours and bullshit when you go. I mean, even in high school, don't you have credits and bullshit? Like in college, you have to have credits and bullshit because it has nothing to fucking do with whatever it is you're fucking going to college for. Whatever, I mean, not that I knew what I was going to college for, but whatever your major is, it's like fucking basket weaving and bullshit. Like, but it's like you had to have so many credit hours in like a language or something, and it's like, I mean, I already basically failed German 1, so I'm like, well, there's no point in going on to German 2. But I talked to other people who decided to continue with it, go on to German 2, and now I wish that I wish I'd went to German 2 with them because they said that the teacher that they got for German 2 was so much better, and she found out that they basically learned abso-fucking-lutely nothing in German 1, so German 2 basically ended up being like German 1. So I was like, damn, it's like I could have got that out of the way instead of going for more fucking Spanish, which is what I ended up going back to. But I think we might have tried to watch Shrek in Spanish class. That may be the one and only time that I watched Shrek, and I don't even think we watched all of it. For some reason, I think we watched part of Shrek in my Spanish class. Of course, we watched it in Spanish, in the native tongue of the ogres. I don't think that's. I don't want to think about ogre lingerie either. So let's not continue there. So yeah, I mean, I could learn Japanese, I guess anything, but I don't know. I don't know what the point would be. I mean, I do want to I mean, going to China, Japan, someday would be cool, to travel over there. But it's like, I feel like now I could be like a lazy American and I could just like have an app on my phone that would like translate for me. This is what I want to say to this person. Konnichiwa. Something like that. I don't know. Hello. From the other side of the app. Yes. I don't know, man. So it would be handy to know something, I guess, if I were traveling, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I know it would be nice. I'm traveling to Springfield, but that's not even out of state. But that'll be No, it's not May yet. I think it's at the end of May, like May 25th, when we're doing that. We're going to go to the Pythian Castle, the haunted castle, and do a ghost tour. Go eat at Lambert's and go see Buc-ee's. But that's, I ain't got to learn another language for that, So, but anyway, that's an answer to the question, and maybe some introspection. I don't know. Um, too many questions about lingerie. You know, we don't need to revisit. But anyway, that's that for today. I think I still have like a little over 30 minutes before I gotta go get my laundry, maybe? I think it was like a quarter after when I was starting my laundry. And it's 2:40 now, so hopefully I can stay awake for another half an hour-ish. Putting this together might help, or getting this uploaded, unless I have to fucking put it through Corel again, because I talk too fucking much. Talk too long. So to get over that problem, I'm gonna shut up, and I'll see you for what I see you.